What the U.S. does is affecting my home. It's also affecting my traditions throughout the country, throughout the world. It's not called America warming, it's called global warming. And if I want my tradition to stay the way it is, then I want the weather to stay the way it is.
Clean energy for Christmas! I've been good. I don't want coal in my stocking or in my backyard.
Ready to go!
From what we've heard, Obama's on board. Almost all the Democratic candidates are doing quite well. We like what we hear, but we're supporting any candidate who will help stop global warming.
Well, he's certainly better than Hillary, but who isn't? I probably wouldn't leave the United States if he got elected. Hillary is just plain evil. We know that. People that have met her have said she has the stench of death on her. And, she's the anti-Ron Paul. Ron Paul is basically for personal freedom, all the good things in life. And Hillary is all about power.
Vote for a candidate who really wants to end the war. Dennis Kucinich.
Obama votes to fund the war. He's a hypocrite. You can't vote to fund the war and be opposed to it at the same time. Doesn't work. Educate yourselves. This is not a horse race. It's not American Idol. You want the best candidate, not a phony rock star candidate. Dennis Kucinich. Dennis Kucinich is the real deal.
Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! Ready to go! Fired up! Fired up! Ready to go! Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! Ready to go! Fired up! To fight the war! Ready to go! To Iran! Fired up! To fight the war! Ready to go! To Iran! Fired up! To fight the war! Ready to go! To Iran! Fired up! To fight the war!
To that about
Experience counts.
a non-union facility, and Obama booked this just so we could get Oprah in the biggest place in New Hampshire. Well, I just want to make sure that all candidates who say they're pro-labor candidates should be pro-labor candidates. This is a non-union facility. The unions have been trying to get in here for 3 years. The management won't talk to them. And, Obama's got a good labor record. He says he's pro-labor, but he's in a non-union facility. So, you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
Like you, I desperately want us to be in a different place. Why are you doing this? You've never done this before. I feel that now is the time for me to use my voice to say, if we're going to choose, and there's only one choice we get for President of the United States, and if you're going to choose, that choice ought to be Barack Obama. One of the reasons is because I believe that Barack Obama will bring statesmanship to the White House. was popular. He was standing with clarity and conviction against the war in Iraq. There are those who say that Barack Obama should wait his turn. People say that he should take a gradual approach. He should wait. That's what I say. I say, where would you be in your life if you waited? Where would you be in your life if you waited when people told you what you could and could not do? Is he the one? Is he the one? Is he the one? I believe he is the one. Barack Obama!
Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! Fired up! Ready to go! This is a great facility, and we should have union workers in here to make sure that the stagehands are getting a fair shake. So I just thought that was important, because I believe in working people. I believe in working people. I believe in working people. And yes, he even has some Republicans. I know this because they whisper to me when I'm shaking hands afterwards. They say, Barack, I'm a Republican, but I support you. And I say, thank you. The nation's at war. The planet is in peril. The dream that so many generations fought for feels as if it's slowly slipping away. I'm in it to tell the companies that are shipping jobs overseas, we're taking away their tax breaks. We're putting them in the pockets of hard-working Americans right here in the United States of America. My trade policy, my labor policy is going to be looking out for workers. We're not just going to be looking out to Wall Street, we're going to be looking out to Main Street. When I'm the Democratic nominee, my opponent won't be able to say, well, you voted for the war too, because I didn't. They won't be able to say, well, you supported this policy against Iran because I haven't. We will lead by bringing an end to genocide in places like Darfur because we are not a nation. We're not a nation that turns a blind eye to slaughter. And we will close Guantanamo and restore habeas corpus because we're not a nation that locks people up without charging them. I don't want to find out that the oceans have risen a few more inches, that the planet has reached a point of no return because we didn't have the foresight to wean ourselves off of fossil fuels and find clean energies that would power our economy. I don't want to see homeless veterans on the streets. I don't want to see families in soup kitchens. I don't want to send another generation of our children through failing schools. I don't want that future for our daughters. I don't want that future for your sons. I don't want that future for America. I know that the only reason I'm standing here today, the only reason that Oprah Winfrey is here, the only reason that Michelle Obama is here, the only reason that so many of us are here is because somebody, somewhere, stood up when it was risky. They stood up when it was hard. They stood up when it wasn't popular. They stood up so women could have the right to vote. They stood up so unions could have the right to organize. They stood up so that African Americans could have a seat at the table. They stood up to bring an end to unjust wars. They stood